Hi everyone, about time to update you on this little garden room that we put up last year. It's 10 months to the day, so it's had a winter on it now, and the pitfalls with it, well, as you know, it's plastic, and there was a few problems with the winds. If you look now, you can see there's a slight difference to it, to the original video, in that there is now an extra run of reinforcing on the middle way of the glass. That is actually wood that we put there, because what was happening was the winds were pulling the perspex out of the bottom clips. See that bottom run there? Well, that was just, the glass was just lifting out, the plastic I should say was just lifting out of it and coming apart at the seams. This faces south, so a lot of the winds were coming obviously from the west. And the other thing that happened was that it would catch under there, and we lost the roof panel as well. That flipped up, but it didn't break. We managed to get it back, so we did lose part of the roof on there. But the main disaster was around the end here. Follow me and come down the steps. Okay, and come to this end, then you see that this is the end that faces west. And we completely lost this piece here. This bit blew out altogether and smashed to 1,000 pieces. That is actually a new bit that we ordered from a company to put in. Now you can see now that this bit of wood hasn't been painted yet, and you can see how it actually goes, that we've actually kind of screwed this through to reinforce it. It does screw through there and screws into the metal there, the same this side, and trying to reinforce this plastic so that it doesn't bend and bow. What happens, it just keeps bending and bowing in the strong winds, and it can't take it, and it lifts out the joints, and then once it's done that, it's finished. So this is one of the pitfalls with this thing, and I will show you how we've done our reinforcing so you can see. So I'll take you inside now. Oh, and before we go in, I will just say, as you can see, that we also put it along the top. It does all blend in once it's painted, and it's the same in the front round outside along the top as well, because that also kept pulling out in the strong winds. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's plastic. But it didn't take a lot of wear, in my opinion. This should have been took care of in the design stage, so you know what you're getting if you buy one of these. Okay. Well, if you wonder why we put timber on the inside as well, it seems a bit strange, doesn't it? We don't really need this, but the reason why is because of this, and I'll show you. Well, I've just taken a piece of this off. So about my back, and there you are. There's the reason. The bit outside, obviously it's contacting the perspex, and it goes all kind of mouldy and horrible, and it looks quite ugly from inside. So the only alternative then was to put the wood up inside and cover it like so, which makes it look a lot nicer. Now, before I go any further, the way that I fixed this wood was through these bolt holes. So that's 2 long pieces right the way through, and just drilled through and fixed it to the aluminium frame, and that strengthened it all together. I've also put a screw in the middle just to kind of hold the perspex to it as well. This all helps strengthen it up, and also at the top, same sort of thing. As you can see, 1 screw through to hold the perspex, 1 long piece all the way along, bolted through where the bolt holes are. I've put longer bolts in just to hold it there. And that made the difference with holding this together. We've had some strong winds March, April, and we've had no more problems so far. One other little tip I do is, if you probably noticed at the end there, I've took the window out. There's a sliding window that drops up and down here. I've took it out for now because I find it actually better if the wind comes through and blows out the doors at the other end. Kind of lets the wind through, and it stops the whole thing from disintegrating again. Although I've got all this strengthening on, I did quickly twig that if the wind was allowed to get through and out, instead of trying to get round it, that it was a lot less vulnerable to the attack of the strong winds from the west. So there we are, there we have it. If you want one of these sunroofs, yeah, they are cheap. The downsides are they do need extra strengthening. And one other last thing you probably noticed about it, if you look through these windows, is that they have kind of misted up. They was nice and clear when we got them, but gradually the sun is kind of misting them over. So I think that's also a really bad thing, because really I can see in a couple of years' time you might have to renew this stuff you know, it's not good. I mean, I'll show you the clear one. Look, we've just put in this one, and you can see how nice and clear that is. That's a brand new piece, and that's how it looked when we first put it on. But of course, in no time at all, with the sun facing south, these have kind of gone misted out, and that also is not good. But there we are. You pay your money, and that's the price you pay. But then, you know, probably a conservatory this size would cost you around about 10 grand. So, you know, there you are. Before I pinpoint the faults for this thing, good and bad. That's up to you, make your decision, but this is like a kind of update on the whole thing from last year. If you haven't watched last year's one, go and have a look. When I first put it up, it looked marvellous. Much better than it did now, because I've had to do all these mod cons to it. Anyway, that's it. Just for an update you on that one. All the videos, you know where to go for my stuff. Derrickton33.com. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye bye.